Can you guys see what that thermometer reads outside today? I have a job outside to do, plumbing in my generator with LP, so 60 degrees outside here in New York.
Well, guys and gals, this is where I want to bring my gas line through. My furnace over here has a gas line to it, and there's a 90 out there, so I'm going to put a T and I'm going to come over a little ways, and I'm going to pop through the wall under that window, come over here and put my gas fitting. I need to cut a hole with a hole saw on that siding. I've got the hose laid out from the generator to where I want it to sit so it'll feed out through the door. And it looks like we're good to go, so we're going to go outside and drill that hole. Well, you can see my regulator, that's where it 90s into the wall for the furnace, and I'm going to go right under that window. If you remember seeing that window up there from inside, I want to be towards the right side of that. So where's my I'm sitting right here. My lighter, the light and fuse, the light and the I gotta be above the sill too. I want to make sure that Alright. That's one. Oh, yuck. Alright guys, according to the measurements I just took outside and inside, I need 60 inches of this to start with. So, go out here to 60 inches. I probably will have to trim it a little bit on the inside. Get out my handy dandy, really nice, get a good pipe cutter, don't buy a piece of crap. You want clean, straight cuts. Don't buy junk. Alright. Now, I'm going to flare the other end because that's already cut square and true. Pretty much. Not really. I'm going to do this end. Flaring this isn't extremely difficult. As a matter of fact, it's not difficult at all. You want to make sure that you get your flare nut on first. Big goof. You notice your flare tool here has different sides that have chamfers on them. You need to use the chamfered side. And I always let the pipe stick up, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch beyond. Now this is nice soft copper. I tighten down the close clamp first because that gives this clamp that much more leverage to reef down on that. And that holds true for any one of these flare tools, even your brake line tools. Alright. This is an old tool, but it works fine. Yeah. If you make a goof, you can always cut it off and do it again. Alright. Get that guy down. There's actually ribs inside there. Now your tool here goes on like yo. Twists right in there. Like so. You can see that. It's got hooks here on the bottom so that as it rotates, it self-centers. You need this to be right in the center to get an even flare. Now this is really soft copper, so it should flare really easy. Now I like to hold the tool instead of the bar, then it doesn't twist off center on you. Now see, this is soft copper, which it makes its own gaskets. You know, a lot of fittings have crushed gaskets. Copper gaskets in there. And that looks beautiful. If you can see the nice little flare on here. Of course, we're going to test everything with soap, and then your nut comes right up. And that's going to drive your fitting right in there nice and tight. Like so. We won't make that tight yet because outside I need to work it through the wall. Find out where my bend's going to be. I've got my coil spring tubing bender here somewhere in my pocket. And you just slide this on your tubing, and this allows you to bend it fairly sharp without kinking it, and we don't want kinky pipe. And I'm going to attach this to the outside walls with a couple of these standoffs too. Alright, well, let's get rigged up and get outside. I already got the gas turned off to the furnace. Okay, I decided to try to move the shot on this and see if I can get you to see what I'm doing here better. Now, I gotta get this guy on chair. And this guy, let's see, has to spin that away. The beauty of these fittings is they come apart easy. Get these guys off. I'm going to reuse the same flare nuts, of course. Everything will be all copacetic here pretty soon, as they used to say in the redneck days. Nice. I'm going to save that baby though, because they're expensive. I taped up the end of my copper so she won't pick up crap and get it into the lines. So this guy, I'm going to put one of those nice, and all you got to do with these, this is like 11 ounces of pressure. So super low pressure gas. Get these guys back together. Alright. And. Step right in the muck. I put some RTV on these years ago when they first installed them. To help keep them clean. Surprised they don't take a lot of force to make these tight. I mean, they don't turn much. There's not much rotational. Not much turn on those once they get turned. All right. Now. I'm gonna put a little offset in this guy, like so. And get them in tight like this. You know, put another holder right here. I want my bend to be right in there. So I'm just going to take it right in 3 inches of icy water. That was so much fun. And I'm going to bend this pretty sharply right here. And I'm going to straighten it back out a little bit. Alright. Now I pretty much got the bend made. Of course I got my pipe taped up and I can't get the spring off. And I don't want to shove this through the wall. There, I got a little piece back on there. Nothing in there. Alright. Perfect, see? Like that there. Need to get her a little closer. Just like that. They call them a bell clamp. I'm going to put a bell clamp on there. I won't be able to test this right now. We'll test it when I get... Come on, jeez. All right. Now, on my chair, put these bell clamps on. I'm going to put one right here. Get that up there nice and pretty. Being copper, they shouldn't rot. And they come with a nice big long screw. Let's see. I want them to be right about there. So, put it down. Just makes for a better, nice looking job, don't it? Better looking job. Now these things are not super tight on this 1/2 inch. So I'm going to flatten it out. No, I can't. Don't make it too long though. At least it'll look like it's held securely. Well, that'll give it room. We're going to use these. It'll leave room for expansion. Alright. And put a tether one right in the middle of this. Right here. And then I'll shoot that hole full of caulking, white caulking, and then they'll never see the hole, and it'll never be in the way. Right there. Alright, get that out of the way. Nice and malleable. Crush my siding into it. Alright. If I knew where I laid my screw down, I could always do crack like that. Grr. You're making me angry. Found it. Found it. All right. Okay, we're done out here for now. Pretty much we just got to flare up the other end of it and put the valve on the inside. So here we are, back on the inside. I just formed that around there off camera, no big deal. So now I've got a couple of things I have to do here. I got that guy, I got that there guy, got my reducer, got my other nut, pipe cutter flare tool. Alright. So here's how this is all got to go together, at least for what I got. First thing I need to do is flare and put my valve. And to fit the quick disconnect for my generator connector, I have to go to 3/8 pipe. So I have to put that reducer in this nipple and thing, wherever my thing is, my quick disconnect. Found it in the box, of course, where I put it. So then the quick disconnect will mount here. So I think I want my clamp to end up right there on that stud. So that looked good. That looks good to me. So I need to cut it and mark it, flare it. Don't forget to put your flare on the end. Oh, I just got my teeth. Alright. So we want that there. We want to mark this right here. Alright, we pull it out just a little bit. Again, I'm sorry, I'm always in your way, but life is tough and then you die. Alright, now there's a reamer on here. Ream your burrs out. Make sure anything comes out. Oh, there is a 5/8 on there, okay. I'm gonna leave this one stick. Oh, don't forget the flare knot. I'd be shooting myself if I forgot that. Flare nut on first. And that guy tightened up. I have to admit, this is probably a cheap discount store flare kit. Very possibly. Tight, tight, okay. Same process. Dump the flare tool on. I hold the cone, I pull towards this way so that the cone centers the tool automatically as it wants to come together. Let it wiggle around and self-center a little bit. Very self-centered. Gotta get some leverage on this. And I'm watching the flare as I go. You can see it widening out nice. I think that's good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a beauty. Well, time will tell if it leaks. I'm going to put this stuff in the vise and put the tape on it and everything. You don't need to watch that. I'm just going to, you know, put the gas tape on it. Well, I wasn't going to do this and tell you this, but I've seen way too many so-called home show experts do this wrong. And it's one of the simplest things you have to remember. I got him just lightly in here. You, for gas line, you need to use this yellow tape. Okay. And all I'm trying to show you is that you need to wrap this on the threads the way it tightens. Oh, my hands are dirty. So you wrap it this way till you catch your other end. And you stretch it nice and tight. And you snap her off. Okay, so that, as you tighten, it's not going to walk out of the threads. It's going to want to go down in. So, now this is a very, very thin adapter, so I have to be careful not to crush it. And being the gas, it doesn't need to be super tight. And this is the output side, so this is only going to be on. I think I'll put the standoff bell on there first. Should I put two just for the heck of it, because I got them? I think I got them. Should I put one here? Oh, I can't reach that there. Alright. If nothing's going to hurt that anyway. I'm excited. We'll be testing this dog in just a couple of minutes here. Testing the generator too. This is a bigger pipe, so this will grab onto it a lot better. I'm gonna put them right about that high right there. What do you think? Put it right on the center, alright. Alright. That's nice. Oh, it's just nice, Clark. Real nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna clamp it real tight. Dang, missing screws. I've been right here. Where can they possibly be? Blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. There he is. Perfect. Now we just tighten these suckers up. Put that guy on there. Put that guy on there. Well, I'm going to go outside. I'm getting my soap. We'll turn the gas on. Where am I? Down south. Take my wrenches with. I'm going to have to relight the pilot in my furnace. This is a piloted furnace. My gas valve is actually off in here. Okay. Back outside. Are you bored yet? All right. Now this is only, as I said, like 11 ounces. So we're just looking for bubbles. I don't see nothing. I think we're good to go there. All I got left to do here is put a little caulking on that. Alright. Test our fittings in here. It's running all around, so. All right. Now it's going to take a while to purge this because this is a long hose. I already tightened up the fitting on the generator. Check for more. Any leaks there? I see none. Alright. Shut off the gas. Oh, that's off. Turn this on. Again, I'll soak that just to check. As I said, this will probably take a little bit of cranking before she kicks over because of the long line on it. Battery on. Now I think they said to choke it. Oh yeah. Propane, baby! Alright, so one more thing I need to do now is cut my hatch in the door. Alrighty then. I have marked my hole, checked inside and outside where I liked it. Gonna try to follow that line all the way around. cutting outside. Oh, beautiful. Looks just like a laser cut. There you go. All right. Now this is my fitting. It's just a little tight on the top and bottom here. I gotta trim that out just a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how I want to mount this. It is a lockable one. But if I just leave it up like that, I guess that's all right. What do you think? Or should I turn it? So the plate drops all the way out of the way like that. Now when you latch it, it stays up. What are you thinking, guys? What are you thinking? I don't know, I guess I kind of like that actually. Tighten that down just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to drill those pilot holes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill these one at a time. And then drill them from both sides. Because going straight through the wall, I'm still never going to get them exactly straight. Alright, I got all those holes poked through. Get a guy out of the way. Come on, I can see out through that one. Alright, just finished tightening up these screws. I was able to get, there you go. I don't know if I should just cut these off or just leave these. They're made so you can't screw the nuts off. Of course, if I take a hacksaw blade and cut those short, they'll be perfect. As you can see, I got a pretty good seal around that. Well, while we're at it, let's go seal those pipes. Alrighty, well, according to the plan, here's all those pipes. Goes out the hatch. Pull the thumb thing. She swings open. Put over the pipe. Put the pipe on my muffler. I don't tighten these clamps very tight because I don't want to deform the pipe, so I can't pull it off. So I just keep twisting it until it gets to a point where I feel the resistance and she stops moving on me. Perfect. All right. Gas is on. LP gas is on. Starter is on. just turned the LP off to prove that it actually is running on the LP. It does have gasoline in it, but I shut the valve off. Alright guys, well that's it for my generator project. I might put a cinder block underneath that pipe just so it doesn't heat up and sag. My 12-foot pipe ended up being just long enough. I could shove this out a little farther. Actually, I can knock this out like this. But it lays on there. Yeah, that's not even warm. The thing is aluminum, so it gets rid of the heat anyway. That's cool. Alright guys, that's it for today. Bob's Barn Workshop. Generator hookup right here. I don't smell any exhaust. Of course, LP exhaust is not as poisonous as gasoline anyway. I might put a carbon monoxide detector in here just for the heck of it, but I don't think I need it because nobody's going to be living out here when this is running. I'm just going to come out to check on it. I think I will put one in there. But anyway, God bless. Stay safe. Take care. We'll see you next time.